the week before. I thought we were just going with it.
We're going with it.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Marketing Class, Marketing Minute. I'm Jess.
I'm Julie.
And today we're going to talk about Chat GPT. More specifically, how to make it work better for you. There's a few little hacks that we're going to outline to help you keep from getting those trashy outputs. Avoid the garbage in, garbage out is, I think, what
Jessica
Julie
was
would call it.
Yep.
But
She
there's
was
a
like,
little
"Really?
bit.
That's what you want to say?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Yep."
Not that beautiful, but okay. Perhaps it has a marketing tag to it. Yeah, there's some things you can do on the front end, things you can feed Chat GPT to really help bolster, get better details in your answers and things like that. And this is not like something wide known, something standard. This is something that we kind of learned trial and error by using it a lot. So this is going to help. And Julie's going to show you how to teach Chat GPT in a thread, like what you do and what you're all about, so that you can then get more detailed responses rather than just kind of light and airy generalness. So real good stuff. We're also going to try and keep it real succinct today because that's definitely our goal, not just because it's
Exactly. Not to just waste, waste is not a good word, but spend time. Time is money in business, so we want to make sure that you get, you have time to work. It was same pretense as our take actions were. It was like, you do, and then you go do the thing. So we want you to be able to go do the thing.
We always intended these Tuesday marketing classes to be 20 minutes, 30 minutes, so that you can then take what you learn and go do it. So we're going to show you how to do this, and then we encourage you from now until your lunch break to play with Chat GPT yourself. Hey Tina, glad to have you. Mary Alice, Emancipation Day is observed in Washington, D.C. Typically falls on the 16th, but I guess they pushed it to Monday, the 17th.
All right. That's good to know. So it was before we hit record, we were talking about yesterday being a holiday. So that makes tax day Tuesday, April 18th, if you are watching this live or even on replay. So you'll know what day it is. Anyway.
Tina.
All right. So
I got to get one real quick. Chat GPT is her new BFF. She had to tell Alexa that she's down a peg.
Right?
Yeah, we're in the same world, man. Because
hey,
Chat GPT
just wait till you can tell Chat GPT to do things like you tell Alexa. I mean, you do now, but it gives you output. But wait till you can say, now schedule this on my calendar and do this and do that. And I guarantee you those things are coming.
It's coming.
So Bard is Google's version of Chat GPT. And it is more, before we hit record, we talked about that Chat GPT has a cutoff point of when it stopped learning, like when they stopped feeding, and it's so it's not up to date with like search engine listings and things like that. Bard is working on, or Google is working on, for it to like be the new search engine. I don't know what implications that has for SEO, and how the search engine listings work, but I am super excited to know, like, this is such fast evolving technology, but it is amazing when you put in the right thing. And that's what I was talking about, garbage in, garbage out, that there are some people that don't like Chat GPT. It's not giving them what they need, and it's because they're not putting the right prompts in. So we talked last week, and I think the week before that, about Chat GPT and, in like feeding it to get captions and things like that. So we want to give you a little refinement that will be able to really get it in your voice. So I have pulled up one. It's old. I've used it, like, this is a non-prep today. I'm just going to show you exactly. I have the pro version of Chat GPT. At the time of this recording, it's $20 a month. It gives you GPT 4. But you'll see this is in 3.5. If you started in a different version, it doesn't let you upgrade. So I still use, for time's sake, 3.5 most of the time, and that's what you have in the free version. So go for it. It does a really, really good job. So my trick for getting information in is, in a thread, it learns and it retains everything that is in the thread, for the most part, unless there's super conflicting information. So what I do is, so I'll come back if I need something for Grit, Grind, and Grace. I'll come back to this thread instead of making new thread. Now you see I've got a bunch of threads over there, but I try to keep it in one. So you want to be really specific about building this thread to begin with. And what I did to do this one is, I said, so the thing is that to get the information in there, you need to ask it to do something. So typically what I'll do is like write a long format social post to share the mission, ask women to join Grit, Grind, and Grace with the content below. So this content below is content that we have on the front of our website. So we wrote it at some point. Probably what would have been a better prompt, but it doesn't matter. The point is it's going to learn what we've written and put it in here. I probably now, because I started this thread a long time ago, would be to come in and say, rewrite this for a woman entrepreneur, like everything I know about my target market. I would just brain dump in there, and I can probably do this again here.
Yeah, I was going to say it might be most helpful if you just started a new thread and like showed how
I'm
to go
going
about
to,
that.
but I want to show really quick. So I'm just going to show how I just kept on asking for information built off of that. So you can just see, like, I got a blog. And you'll see this thread's pretty long. Okay. So I've asked for social posts. And there you go. So I just keep adding to the thread because it is learning as it's going. These things are important. So, all right. So I'm gonna do new chat. All right. And here, if you want pro, it tells you the difference. So I've got default, I've got legacy, and then I've got Chat GPT 4. I'm going to use 3.5 because it's what everybody else has. The speed is slower, a lot slower at times in 4. See how fast, and they have really made this one fast. I'm like shocked at how instantaneous it is. Okay, so rewrite the following information.
Can you show how you copy and paste that off the website?
I sure can.
Sorry, but like,
nope, I get it.
So for those of you who are here, those of you who are watching the replay, you have your own website, right? Or your own Etsy store, or your own wherever listing on Grit, Grind, and Grace, wherever it is that you have written some information about what you do, who you serve, et cetera, et cetera. So for the longest time, Julie was like, yeah, you can just feed it web pages or sales pages and teach it. Well, I didn't realize that it was literally as simple as what Julie is showing. She's copy and pasting it straight off the sales page. And maybe that's obvious to you guys, but I just really couldn't wrap my head around that's all she was asking me to do.
Yep. And
this was a while ago.
So a lot of times we take for granted what your understanding is, as far as like, she didn't understand what I was talking about. I was like, oh, well, here, watch. So this is very powerful. So I'm glad that you wanted me to show it. So, all right, use the following information about Grit, Grind, and Grace to improve. Here we go. We'll say write a summary of what Grit, Grind, and Grace is. Okay, the point is, again, is to get the information in here to begin with. So I put a colon, and then you don't necessarily have to. I've just found this works for me. And then I'm going to say, here's the finding. Let's see, our slogan is, We may not call that, but finding balance to build momentum. And then I'll do a dash. All right, stop struggling. Okay, and then our mission is, and again, we have this on our website, so I'm just pulling right here. I don't have to write our mission is, but here we go. Our mission, we'll back it in. All right. And then some information about GGG. Well, I'm going to take that GGG out. All right, here we go. So, and I'm just literally picking this in up. Let me chat. All right, and paste. Okay, so I can even go a little further and say our founders.
Nice. So when you're using Chat GPT to create sales copy, marketing copy, social media posts, even to improve your website copy, feeding it in like this really helps it understand more rather than just pulling from what it can learn online about other competitors. So if you don't feed it all this information, it's going to give something very generic based on other membership sites, women in business membership sites. But by doing this, Chat GPT can really highlight like what makes you unique.
I'm going to put this little down here. I'm going to see how it pastes in. I'll put this learn and then the join. So again, this is text that we wrote, Jessica wrote mostly.
Before.
Exactly, but we can ask it to improve it. So,
I did
all right,
it
so here we go.
before.
I'm going to say additional information. Now if it is. All right, and then I'm going to leave it like that. Okay, and I think that's all that we really have on the site that is pertinent, that is about the membership and whatever. Okay, so I'm going to go and remember. All right, so I'm just trying to feed it into a very understanding way. So I'm going to say use the following information about Grit, Grind, and Grace, and I could say the Grit, Grind, and Grace community. Write a summary of what Grit, Grind, and Grace is and why a female. I'm going to do one more. I can do it in a separate one, but I really would like to put it in this one. So Jessica, can you be thinking about like who we serve? Why does it say? Do you know? Do we say that? Female.
Yeah, in the about, it talks about understanding the struggles.
Want to join. Okay, so I'm going to leave it like that. You could go a step further because yours might not be written that way. So I would go a step further to say that Grit, Grind, and Grace serves female entrepreneurs struggling with work-life balance. I think I will do that. Let's just go ahead. Grit, Grind. Oh my gosh. Grace serves women entrepreneurs struggling with growing their business and work-life balance. I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay. Make that better, but it's fine. All right. Our slogan is, our mission is, here we go. Okay. And then I'm going to hit go, and we're going to see how fast it's going to churn this out. I mean, it is super fast now. All right. So Grit, Grind, and Grace is a community for women entrepreneurs who are struggling with growing their business and maintaining work-life balance. The community provides a network that encourages, supports, and empowers women in business. The founders, Julie Hearn and Jessica Hetherington, are both successful entrepreneurs who understand the challenges of running a business and the importance of finding balance. I would say between work and life, whatever. If I was really, I would edit that The community offers a unique and inclusive networking platform for women in business, providing space for connection, collaboration, encouragement, and respect. Grit, Grind, and Grace helps women create momentum, growth, and balance by promoting a supportive community to give and receive referrals, advice, and guidance. The community recognizes the unique challenges faced by women entrepreneurs and provides a safe place to lean on each other for support. Members are encouraged to discover, shop, and support women-owned small businesses and the products and services. So basically, I'm not going to finish reading this. It is taking everything I fed in, and now we have a base. Okay, so you can see that it actually is explaining exactly what Grit, Grind, and Grace is. So what you want, Jess? How about a
Yeah, so this is all of that was set up, which we took 7 minutes to show you how to do it, but you can do that now that you know. In about 2 minutes, you can go find all of your information. So now it's ready to start churning out things. So this is where you can say something like, create a social media post to attract women who might be interested in becoming a member and buying a membership. Or you can say something like, write a long format blog post that would appeal to Grit, Grind, and Grace's ideal client. Or give me a Reels script that would attract the ideal client. Things like that.
Right.
This
Are
is
you a
where you
female
start.
entrepreneur? I asked for long format, and it's long format, and it's explaining all of those things. Okay. I could ask for a short. How about I can ask for
A meta description.
suggest 20 blog topics that would interest
Oh, that's a
our
good
target
one.
market.
Good morning, Riley. Glad you're here.
Riley.
Oh, yeah, this is really like magical. This whole create blogs.
And then Jessica, just pick one of these.
Yeah, let's 9.
All right.
Managing stress as a female entrepreneur.
All right.
Yeah. Hey, no.
Right.
Can you say managing stress as a mompreneur? I'll put that sucker up on my my GGT listing later today. No, you can do female
Right.
entrepreneur. Let's appeal to everybody.
All right. Listen, I was going to do a blog. I'll do that. It takes longer to output, but we're going to do a real script or using the following. Suggest 5 Reels topics. Okay, so here's how you can further hone down to get more content. Okay.
I just want to say, you can also say, let's go with number 9. Like you can tell it, okay, I like number 9. Now suggest 5 reels.
All right, so here's our Reels topics. All right, share your daily routine for managing stress. I can't even
That
talk.
assumes you're already
Share your
good at
favorite
managing
stress reducing. Yep. All right. Share tips for boundaries and saying no. There's me. All right, here we go. So, and I could say use number 3, but I'm gonna paste it in here. Write a Reels script for the following. Okay.
So you guys are kind of quiet, but is this helpful? Isn't this amazing? Oh my gosh.
Opening, a shot of a female entrepreneur sitting at her desk, Jessica, with a pile of papers and a laptop in front of her. She looks stressed and overwhelmed. Voiceover. Being a female entrepreneur can be tough. We have so many responsibilities. All right, so it's going to give you the timeline and what to do here. Okay. I can say rewrite. All right, so here's a big thing. So if you don't like exactly what comes out, so this would be a fine reel, okay? But the call to action, and it does have one. Share them in the comments below. What are your tips for setting boundaries? These are perfect for know, like, and trust, okay? But what if I want to have rewrite to add a call to action to join other female entrepreneurs
In GGG.
struggling
Oh, okay.
To join in the community running race
Wait. Okay.
with the website. We didn't put this in there earlier. I realized grindgrace.com. Yeah, I would feed that in. All right, here we go.
Beautiful.
Visit our website at blah, blah, blah to become a part of our community today. Okay. Support you need to thrive as a female entrepreneur. All right. What else can we generate from this? So that's drilling down.
Yeah, I just want to go back and say real quickly, those 20 blog ideas, you can take each one. Well, you need to do it one at a time because there is like a word and character limit. But you can take each one and say, now write a blog. Now write this blog. So you could essentially generate 20 blogs right here. And when you get the blog going, you can then get it to embellish it and give it headings. You can create descriptions and things like that. So all really, really powerful stuff. And if you're not sold on how powerful it is, then I can tell that you don't manage very many blogs. I didn't mean that ugly, but when before Chat GPT, it used to take an hour at least, sometimes 2 or 3, depending on the subject matter, to create SEO optimized blogs. Now that we have things like Chat GPT and Jasper, you can do it in just a few minutes.
Exactly. And these prompts and things to kind of help you do this, they're being built into Socially Sweet as well, so that you don't have to put as much thought into it. It gives you the prompts. So that's another way that we're committing to helping with that. So I asked for an SEO optimized blog with H1 and H2s on the topic. So there's my H1, there's my H2s. If you don't know what those are, they're needed. They're your big headings so that people only scan blog posts to know if it's something that they want to read. All right. There is a huge limitation to, not limitation. You need to read these. You cannot just put them out as is and just say, okay, that these are perfect. Sometimes things do get crossed up. It's not often, but when it does, statistics are one and dates are another. Because the way that ChatGPT works is it's sort of spinning things. It's very smart, but if you ask it for, here we go, give 50 ideas for social media posts. Okay, we're just going to be let's see if it'll
generate a statistic. I do want to say that.
Ask it another way really quick. But
in general, ChatGPT, I tend to love it more the harder the client. So I'm just going to tap into those of you who might manage things for other people. Riley, I know you do that. I'm sure some of you watching the replay, you do that as well. Like, we have an industrial powder coating client and like bankruptcy attorneys, all kinds of things that honestly, it's not that fun to write for. But whenever you can kind of use Chat GPT to keep you going or to get you going, it's so much easier. So much easier. Yes. Right, Riley? And I realize you, I think you specialize in social media for other authors. Not to say that all of the people you work with aren't just riveting and fun, but perhaps they have a topic or a book that's just a little harder to read. You can feed in paragraphs or synopsises. I don't know if it's synopsises or I don't know. You can feed in cliff notes, and Julie can probably speak way better to how to use Chat GPT to generate ideas on written work and books and things like that. But
Right.
it's just
I've been
really
using it.
fun keeping you from getting stuck.
Yeah, I've been using it just to fill in gaps for my son's fiction book. So with just tying things together or whatever, and it's been really powerful. So, all right, here we go. I did share ideas for May. For people, I want to try to get a statistic. And then we're not going to take the time to go check them out, but you just need to be careful and you need to check all of your statistics, right? 10 statistics about stressed, work-life balance. What is that? I'm just going to really general and just to see what it is. All right, so these you would want to go look up. If a blog post generates with anything like this, you just need to go and make sure that they are correct. Okay, but these are powerful. 23% of employees feel burnout at work very often or always.
Yeah,
but this is again, yeah, I should have put about work-life balance for entrepreneurs. All right, so let me just make sure that y'all know how to here we go. Work-life balance for female entrepreneurs. Ugh. All right, and then save and submit is going to get rid of that stuff. You want to get rid of the stuff that is wrong. So don't let it continue, because it uses that as it's continuing to build the thread, and see how these are way more in tune with what we're looking for. Okay. And if there is something, and let's say you want to keep it in this same thread, you can say ignore everything above and generate something brand new. But a lot of times, instead of ignore everything above, I just do a new chat. It's not like they're monitoring how much you're doing or whatever. So, but if there was something in yours that you didn't want it to pick up, you can totally say, include everything except for this. But it's quite powerful. The more you feed into it, write a bio for Hetherington.
Oh, yeah.
Jessica is a successful entrepreneur, wife, and mother who's passionate about empowering her business. After losing her job in the corporate world in 2014, Jess decided to start her own business and never looked back. Today, she runs multiple successful businesses while also managing to prioritize her family and personal life.
Wow, that makes me sound so good.
Right. So look at how powerful these things are. And then the last thing, Jess, sorry. Gosh, I was trying to think of to respond to a comment. And I don't have time to pull one up. Dang, maybe we'll do this on another one. Yeah. You want to do it now?
No, it's cool. So last Friday, littlest one had a fever. So I was planning on working 5 or 6 hours, but I only had about 2 hours to do some real integral things. And one of those things was to post a small business spotlight. And to get some comments going, I was like, I gotta get some comments going. How do I do that real quickly so that I can get home to my sick kid? Well, I copied this.
Right. This is what you did, right? I'm just going to recreate what you did.
Yeah.
Oh, get over here. Okay. So what would you put at the beginning?
I said, well, you already have all my information in there. So what you would say is, write a intelligent comment for the following social media post. This is crazy stuff. You girls are really quiet right now, but
I hope that's because of like the wow.
yeah,
Okay,
right
write an
from
intelligent
Jessica,
comment.
from
Wait,
Jessica Hetherington,
right.
or just Jessica. It'll know Hetherington, but
To congratulate.
it will just churn. I didn't do any of that. I just
All right.
yeah.
So if it doesn't give you the desired result, then you come back and you just edit it and say, "Oh, I named it new. Congratulate. Congratulations, Etha Terry. It's always inspiring to see fellow female entrepreneurs thriving and making a positive impact in their communities. Your passion for helping others achieve their goal is evident." Yeah, you get it. So you can sound like
So another thing, because we manage so many other, like we have 4 brands, right? So we posted it on Socially Inclined, we posted it in the group, we posted it on Grit, Grind, and Grace. You can say, write another variation.
well, we have nothing in here about socially inclined community, but I'm going to put it.
So yeah, I didn't even do that. I just said, write
I'll do
another
it.
variation. And it gave me something different enough to feel like I could post it in different places, and it probably looked like I spent 5 to 10 minutes on each comment.
Right.
Say what? So that strategy, or that little tip, is probably extremely useful if you are at the
Right.
point where
3
you're
more.
trying to pull other people out of Facebook groups.
There we go. So you can get them to do it all at one time.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, write 3 more versions of this. There you go. I mean, there's it really and truly it's limitless as to what
And
you can do.
honestly, I did not go and find my Grit, Grind, and Grace thread. I said, Jessica Hetherington is involved, my involvement with Socially Inclined and Grit, Grind, and Grace. Or maybe I just said Jessica Hetherington enjoys seeing women entrepreneurs succeed, right? A comment for the following post. Like, that's all I gave it. I actually did start a new thread, and they still came out pretty good. All right, Mary Alice.
Here we go. I just tell it other things. Sorry, you can get to that really quick, but write a benefit list for our website. Access to network of like-minded female entrepreneurs. So like when you're doing your website copy, like why to join? Well, there it is. So
yeah, Mary Alice. I love what Chat GPT did with my bio. It updated all of my profiles and stuff with it. I still need to play around with using it for fleshing out social media posts and updating my Etsy listings. I appreciate you showing the different prompts to give it. Yeah, you are most welcome. The hard part, so it's literally just copy and paste your Etsy listing in there and ask it to embellish it, beef it up a little, make it appeal to a certain demographic or target client. That's all you got to do. It's really magical. Here we go. We got another real script.
a tip. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, no, it's a reel, but it's a tip reel. So like you can get specific. So, and it's going to give 4 different tips in that.
I'll go shoot this one later.
And if you love that, just say, turn the above script into or use the above, whatever, into an SEO optimized blog post with, I'm going to say H1 and H2. If you don't do that, it doesn't always give them to you. So I'm going to scroll up so you can see it.
We're at 38 minutes
I know
since we
it.
hit record. I just don't think we're cut out
To be
for.
finished in 30 minutes. Yeah, we're
Mm,
not 30-minute people, I don't guess. So we're 10-minute people if we can't get to 30. All right, but there you go. So we could go and post this today. Find an
like
image. Yep.
stretch.
Yep, there they are. And you can just say the H ones, like you can say tip 1, take. So like give a little, because people again read that, turn this into a social media post. So what we do a lot of times is we start with a topic, we create a blog, and then we create other content around it. There we go. Look at
I need
there.
to log in there and get a couple
And
blogs
then
out
we
of
can make a
it.
carousel post out of this as well. So like in Canva, you could make a carousel post. Now, you are limited by the time that you have, but if SEO and being everywhere is important, these things have to be done for you to be seen. That's why we're building them into Socially Sweet now to make it, you can post your reels through Socially Sweet. You can do a carousel through Socially Sweet. So having the AI built in that will help you to come up with these is amazing. But again, you don't have to have that. You can use Chat GPT on your own and go post everything. There is something to be said for creating it once and posting it to 7 different places at one time, for sure. So, all right. So hopefully you're just going to have to play with it and find out what works for you. The biggest takeaway is to feed in as much information as possible so that you don't have to feed it in each time. Don't start a new chat, build on the same chat that you had.
That is
And just
the
because
key
you
takeaway.
ask, yeah. So if you don't, if you didn't want to scroll way back up and find all those blog posts, topic ideas, just tell it to give you some more. Okay. So it's learning about you as you go. And then you can feed in more information just in the middle. It didn't all have to be at the beginning either. You could even
Nice.
say, update this to this. I don't know. It is so powerful. Hey, look, Tina's
And
on here. Oh, we
and
did
you
this. We did this in a previous one. I was thinking, did I do this yeah, this was our last week's, but hashtags. We didn't talk about that today, but
we
anyway,
talked about it plenty last week, but
we
yeah,
did, but just easy now that they're in here.
really,
Create.
really powerful stuff. I'm growing a little more obsessed with Chat GPT or AI even every day. Every day that I use it, and it makes my job easier, makes the team's job easier, Julie's job easier, because Lord knows at the end of the day, my job is to make Julie's job easier. So I appreciate Chat GPT, but I cannot do those taxes for you. Sorry.
No, no, no.
All
Yep.
right.
And we're still on the mission to simplify in 2023. So anyway, if you have any topics for future, let us know. I don't know if, there's plenty still more that can be done with Chat GPT. So just let us know if there's anything specific. I think it can be a tool that can be used and help with anything that you're working on. Put it that way.
For sure. All right. Thanks, everybody. We will see you Thursday for coffee and questions, and perhaps one of our biggest announcements since the launch of Socially Sweet. And no,
Fun, fun.
I'm not having another baby. So
Oh,
go ahead and wipe that one out.
this is a work-related question. Announcement. So here we go.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. See you Thursday.